variation of mass with velocity. Let there be two systems S and S prime moving with velocity v with respect to S. Let there be two particles in system S prime traveling with equal and opposite velocities, is that Vx prime and Ux prime in system S prime along the direction of x-axis. Let these two particles impinge and after impact coalesce into one particle according to the principle of conservation of momentum. This coalesced particle is at rest, and according to the principle of conservation of mass, their combined mass is 2m prime in system S prime after impact. If m1 and m2 are masses of the two particles as seen from system S, and if the velocities of two particles according to the law of composition of velocities are given by u1 and u2 is in S, then for the for the particle traveling with velocity ux prime, we have u1 equal to ux prime plus v by 1 plus ux prime v by c square, equation number 1. सॉरी यहाँ पे ux प्राइम और यहाँ पे माइनस ऑफ ux प्राइम. नाउ and for the particle traveling with velocity minus ux prime, u2 equal to minus ux prime plus v by 1 minus ux prime v by c square, equation number 2. Since the particles travel with different velocities in system S, their masses will also be different. Let m1 and m2 be the masses of the particle traveling with velocities u1 and u2 respectively. Then according to principle of conservation of momentum, as viewed from S, we have m1 u1 plus m2 u2 equal to m1 plus m2 v, equation number 3. Since the particles after impact in S prime are traveling with velocity v relative to the system S, as they are at rest in system S prime, from equation 3 we have m1 u1 plus m2 u2 equal to m1 v plus m2 v, or m1 u1 minus v equal to m2 v minus u2, or m1 by m2 equal to v minus u2 by u1 minus v. v u2 का वैल्यू हम पुट कर दिए फ्रॉम इक्वेशन नंबर 2, u2 इक्वल टू देन v माइनस ux प्राइम प्लस v बाई 1 माइनस ux प्राइम v बाई सी स्क्वायर, एंड u1 का वैल्यू पहला इक्वेशन से ux प्राइम प्लस v बाई 1 प्लस ux प्राइम v बाई सी स्क्वायर माइनस v इक्वल टू v minus ux prime v square by c square plus ux minus v by 1 minus ux prime v by c square by ux prime plus v minus ux prime v square by c square by 1 plus ux prime v by c square. कैंसिल आउट होके सीधा इक्वल टू 1 plus ux prime v by c square by 1 minus ux prime v by c square, equation number 4. Now we consider the factor 1 minus u1 square by c square. Substituting the value of u1 is given in equation 1, we get 1 minus u1 square by c square, 1 minus 1 by c square ux prime plus v by 1 plus ux prime v by c square whole square, c square 1 plus ux prime square v square by c to the power 4 plus 2 ux prime v by c square minus x prime minus v square minus 2 u prime x by c square 1 plus ux prime v by c square whole square. Sorry, you have a 2 u x prime v. Now ux prime square bracket over v square by c square minus 1 minus c square v square by c square minus 1 by c square 1 plus ux prime v by c square bracket square v square by c square minus 1 ux prime square minus c square by c square 1 plus ux prime v by c square bracket square v square by c square minus 1 ux prime square by c square minus 1 1 plus ux prime v by c square whole square. Now root over 1 minus u1 square by c square equal to root over v square c square minus 1 ux prime square by c square minus 1 1 plus ux prime v by c square. Now इसको यहाँ पे और इसको यहाँ पे करके हम 1 प्लस ux प्राइम v बाई सी स्क्वायर इक्वल टू रूट ओवर v स्क्वायर c स्क्वायर माइनस 1 ux प्राइम स्क्वायर बाई c स्क्वायर माइनस 1 बाई रूट ओवर 1 माइनस u1 स्क्वायर बाई c स्क्वायर इक्वेशन नंबर 5. Similarly 1 minus ux prime v by c square equal to root over v square by c square minus 1 ux prime by c square minus 1 root over 1 minus u2 square by c square equation number 6. Substituting these values in equation number 4 we get this equation पे हम पुट करेंगे और देखेंगे m1 by m2 equal to root over 1 minus u2 square by c square by root over 1 minus u1 square by c square. If the second particle is not moving, then u2 equal to 0 and m2 equal to m0 called rest mass. Let m1 equal to m and u1 equal to v, then m by m0 equal to root over 1 minus 0 root over 1 minus v square by c square, or m equal to m0 by root over 1 minus v square by c square where m greater than m0. वीडियो इन्फॉर्मेटिव लगे तो जरूर सब्सक्राइब कीजिए.